Good day. My name is Martin Schweiger and I'm a patent attorney in Singapore and a competing athlete, a powerlifter. That's something like a weights lifter, but not Olympic weightlifter. It's a special discipline. You know my plan, right? If you follow me. After 1.5 years of not competing because of an accident in July 2023, I decided to compete again. Today is the 31st of January 2025, and about 2 weeks ago I signed up for the Singapore Nationals that take place from the 21st to the 22nd of February or 23rd of February 2025. So I signed up for the 105 kg weight class, and that means I had a bit more than a month for losing 8 kg. I started at 110.6 kg, and now after something like 2 weeks, I'm down to 107.4 kg, which means I've lost more than 3 kg. It looks like as if I can successfully make it. We're going to the subway, which is not a subway but a highway, because it's above ground, but the entrance is underneath, at least for the upper one of the two lines. There's a second line here, and then that one goes down. I'll show you. I take you with me, not on my daily walk, because that one is over. I did 11 kilometers. Today is Saturday, so easy. I have also a story what I've seen, because I will tell you later. I went for a CT calcium scan to find out whether my arteries in my chest have, and all the blood vessels have some calcium plaque. I'm really looking forward to the test result, which is out in 1 week. But anyway, so I walked back from the clinic where I did this measurement, and that is 11 kilometers. I take you today with me to a nearby shopping center, just to show you how people in Singapore live. We have jungles, but we have also really good shopping centers, and this one is not one in the downtown area. Is one that is where the normal people live, the normal Singaporeans like myself. I need to run some errands, that's why I'm here. And my walk is done, so I thought I can slowly walk you through that. And at the end, I promise, of the video, I have a very nice Chinese singer and a horse ballet. Hi, John.
How are you?
My friend John.
Hi.
Say hello to the audience.
Hello. Sorry, I didn't know you're doing a podcast.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing well.
Yeah.
Hey, I talked about them. Bye bye. See, so nice, the Singaporeans. I love them. So, I have a spring festival and a horse ballet. You need to stay to the end, and then I will cut this one in when I'm back home. But now I'm walking you through. I'm running an errand, and on the way I do my video recording. I wanted to share with you about how important it is to do measurements of your body values before you do any intervention, because I know people that they take supplements over years, never know whether it helps or not. So I wouldn't do that at all. I recommend that, or I do for myself, that I only take supplements after I measure a certain value, right? Only then can I take informed decisions of how much supplement or even worse, when to stop them. Because you don't buy supplements so that you take them for the rest of your life. You want supplements because you want to get out of a certain situation. And actually, before even taking supplements, I would recommend that you look for the right food, and leave the bad food away, because that's essential. Yeah. And yesterday I met my TCM, traditional Chinese medicine doctor, and I talked with him about that, and then he said, yeah, I mean, if you take a medicine longer than 2 months, then something is wrong, probably with the medicine, with the medicine. So, and I said, and when I think about it, yes, my supplements are medicine. I mean, number one, I can measure the impact, as in vitamin D, I will explain to you, and then it makes me feel better. So, but why would I become dependent on a supplement? So my favorite supplements are pork knuckle and beer and sausages, being a German by birth, Bavarian by birth. That you can eat for your entire life. No damage. Yeah. And I give you an example. By the way, this is my pharmacy, my favorite pharmacy, with my favorite pharmacist. If she watches, hi. I give you an example. I've recently installed a continuous blood glucose meter, and that was last week, 5 days or so. And in the past week, I have really tested it out, because for several months I never wore a blood glucose meter, and taking these finger pricks with the blood glucose evaluation is not really accurate. You need to have a 24 hours per day graph that shows you what your blood sugar is doing, and only then can you decide what changes you make to your life. So, since I have the continuous blood glucose meter, I drank 1 beer, and I had 3 Bavarian pretzels with thick butter on them. And then I watched what my blood glucose meter says, and it's horrible. I mean, what I could say is, after the first pretzel, no problem. The beer, no problem. But after the third pretzel, then really my blood glucose doesn't want to come down anymore. So I did this 11 kilometers walk this morning, and now blood glucose is down. My conclusion is, if I continue to eat such carbohydrate content continuously, right? Beer has high carbs, pretzels. Hello. No, hello. Next time. Okay, say hello. It's a very famous restaurant. I come here often. It's Hot Pot. It's very cool. They are very friendly. So beer and pretzels are bad, and if I consume this on a continuous basis, I will fall back into my diabetes too. This is very clear. So, yeah, I would even say, whenever you change your circumstances in life, that you need to check what the blood glucose does. At least when you're on the heavy side genetically, as myself, I can't do anything against my body, right? So it's as it is, but I can change my food intake. As my DCM doctor says diabetes too is the easiest thing to heal because your blood glucose only depends on what you eat and how much you walk or run or whatever, your activity, body activity. And yeah, blood glucose meter helps. I can really recommend it. Then another example, not blood glucose, but vitamin D. You find more about it on my personal website. We have two artists here. Vitamin D. On my personal blog, the iplawyertools.com, I publish my measurements with the vitamin D. And yeah, for years I was diagnosed with a deficiency of vitamin D. And then with my metabolic breakdown 1.5 years ago, then I've decided, okay, let's start with that one also. And I did after I got my blood sugar in order and also my blood pressure. So I went for vitamin D. And what I did first, after some research, I decided I really overdosed this thing. So I took for 5 weeks 22,000 units per day, which is really a lot because the recommended doses is about 800 units per day. And within the 5 weeks, I brought my vitamin D level from the 27, which is a deficiency, to something like in the 50s. I need to look up my articles for being precise. Precision is not important here. So after the 5 weeks, and I brought it up in the 50s, I wanted to have more because up 90, 100 would be okay. Now we are in a food court. Very posh food court. Very posh food court. So after the 5 weeks and taking a measurement, I went down to 12,000 or 11,000 or so units per day. And then I did another measurement. That was after 3 months. And that brought me from the 50 into the 70. And then I went down to 7,000 units per day, and I took that one for 6 months or so. For 6 months. And I took a measurement again, and then I was in my 80s, and then I went down to 5,000 maybe, something. And I didn't measure for 6 months, and when I took a measurement after 6 months again, then my vitamin D suddenly was over 100. So not far, but still visibly above the recommended threshold. And that was 1 month ago. And what I did is, it's a nice food court. I was not here before. Maybe if I come here more. Yeah. So and then I stopped taking it, and Here you see a nice sushi restaurant. Is that cool? And I left away all the supplements that contain vitamin D because I just want to get into the normal range. And that means that I stopped the whole multivitamin from taking. And it contains all the vitamin B panel and niacin and other stuff. And I just took it with me because yeah, it was a vitamin D and multivitamin sounded so correct that I was just taking it. But I stopped it now, so I don't need to buy it anymore because I feel extremely good and I'm not sick, and I eat healthy food. And why would I need a multivitamin supplement if there's, I mean, the vitamin D said measurement, take vitamin D. Okay, so I took vitamin D and I took a few other stuff, but I stopped that. And without measuring, I wouldn't even know that I had to stop. And yeah, so that brings me to my next thing. My vitamin D level is over normal. That's also cool. It's a Japanese $1 shop also, I think. And so what can happen is if you overdose vitamin D for a very long time, like years, you get calcifications into your blood vessels. And yeah, I wanted to find out, and there's something like, it's called CT, computer tomography calcium scan, and they would scan your entire chest, and if you have any calcium plaque, then they would tell you the percentage. I did today, I told you earlier, and I just walked them back. You know. And that's another measurement. And when I was lying there in the CT, I thought, wow, how different is that feeling, huh? I go into this shop. This is the Japanese $1 shop. Yeah. Yeah.
You want this next?
They have everything, even fruits. It's like a supermarket on the top floor of a shopping center. I didn't know that this exists. So I was lying there and I thought, wow, what a difference is this, right? I'm lying here now, waiting for my CT, and I'm not uneasy at all. And maybe 2 years ago, when I didn't know what I know today, I would have been very scared, right? Because these measurements, they sound like something like a death penalty. So you're waiting for your judgment. But no, it's not. I recognize that you can, I would say, literally influence every illness in a normal body by what you eat or not eat, or by exercise. And I must come back here. Interesting. Very different goods from what I usually buy. It's Japanese. Even the food is ready. Everything. Also nice. And a huge selection of sake. Sake here. I love sake. But not until the competition. I must lose weight, and every gram counts. And I should do this after, or more often. Exploring the nearby shopping malls. Yeah. So, I'm not afraid of my CT calcium scan at all. Number one, I don't think that there is any, because my cardio health is, I would say, outstanding, based on my VO2 max as I showed you in my yesterday's episode. And number two, even if I have a calcification in my arteries or in my, then I can do something against it. It's not difficult. Not difficult. And yeah, I wouldn't also immediately die from that. You die from my CTM doctor says you only die immediately from a heart attack. Not all other illnesses are not immediately deadly. Can do something, and I find that quite good. Oh, wow! Look at this crowd. They're all queuing for one restaurant. Yeah, one restaurant. Wow! And I need to do something because the escalator is not working. Anyway, so I'm through. You know now my philosophy. Measure your body values before trying to influence them. Yeah. That's cheaper and more healthy, I would say, in the end. Okay? Have a nice day. Goodbye. Happy Spring Festival out there. Bye bye.